Welcome to Arsenal Online. Here you'll find all the latest from the Emirates Stadium. Welcome all fellow Gunners across the world. What Arsenal's next striker signing needs to have. Arsenal made a bold move when they dismissed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in January and have not signed a replacement. Instead, they have placed their hopes in Alexander Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah, or should we say risked their hopes, as these two players are strikers who, let's face it, do not score enough goals. So far, however, Arteta's strategy is working. Arsenal have won 10 of the 13 matches since Aubameyang left, with Lacazette leading the line on each occasion. To say Lacazette has found his form would not quite be true, but also to say it could have been done without him is not correct. He's played an integral part to this run of form, but it's not been by putting the ball in the net. And that's what Arsenal need this summer, a striker who can score. Lacazette and Nketiah's contracts are well reported to have expired in the summer, and they will both leave the club barring a remarkable turnaround. So, who should the Gunners be looking for, and what key qualities should that next Arsenal striker possess? For a start, securing Champions League football will help Arsenal cast their net wider and deeper, so that fourth spot they currently hold is a priority to hold on to. But there are 3 traits this incoming forward needs to possess. Whilst any player can be moulded tactically and technically, there are some skills that just cannot be taught. For instance, Arsenal need a striker who can run. With all respect to Lacazette, these days he runs like he's lead in his legs. He's lost his speed, and with the 2 youngsters either side of him, that's even more noticeable, and he's struggling to keep up. Arsenal's next centre-forward should have pace and speed, someone who can stretch defences vertically and vacate spaces, as well as burst into the box when needed. Basically, he needs to be a clone of Saka. They need to be athletic and energetic because that's what their teammates are like. Being on the same page isn't just tactical or psychological, it has to be physical as well. Saka and Martinelli, well, they know Lacazette's weaknesses and they limit their interactions accordingly with him, taking on more of his roles. This means by the middle of the second half, they're exhausted. Arsenal also need to look for a striker with that confidence about them, a presence on the pitch. When Robert Lewandowski, Harry Kane or Erling Haaland line up on the pitch, one major battle is already won. These 3 demand attention. They attract the opposition players to them. They bully them. They refuse to be ignored. When your opponents constantly fear the sheer physical capability, they are already playing with an advantage. Now there's not much chance that Arsenal can sign any of those aforementioned 3 players, but someone like this is who they need. And lastly, and most obviously, Arsenal need to sign a player who can score goals. Alexander Isak had his best goal-scoring season in 2021. He scored 17 in 34 outings. He also has the pace and the presence needed in the ideal signing. But this season the goals have started to dry up and now they're non-existent. Yes, he's an outstanding talent, but he's not worth his price tag because he's not fulfilling the job description, namely scoring. So, this mythical new signing needs to possess skills of finishing, different shooting techniques, penalty box instinct. Are they good in the air? Can they pass? But the most important thing is, can they please get the ball in the net? Arsenal tend to win their matches with a single goal, and it's usually down to Saka, Martinelli or Smith Rowe to provide it. The goals are not coming from the number 9 position, and that's all Arsenal need to look for: pace, presence and putting the ball in the net. It's really that simple. So it's not necessarily the big names the Gunners need. They may need to look for someone who they can bring on, like Odegaard. If the club can see that being raised in the right environment and in the right system will produce the goals, and they work well with the present talent up front, then there could be the chance of a bargain. However, unless Arteta has some cunning plan up his sleeve involving his current crop of forwards, he has to buy this summer. It's an absolute necessity. Thank you for watching Arsenal Online. Please subscribe and ring the bell for all the latest Gunners news.